It's finally time for my second Disney college program, and somewhere between Georgia and Florida, Elsa herself said not so fast. Snow, southern panic, and some very questionable road conditions stood between me and Black Spire Outpost.
Every smile, spark of light, a tale we'll always share. Magic in the air tonight, it's everywhere.
We are on our way. We've started the first leg of our journey a day earlier than expected because we got snow in Georgia, or at least part of it. Not all of us, apparently, but some of us. And so we started the first leg of our journey. We got about 2 hours and 45 minutes left for the first half of our journey because we had to bug out a day early. So our original plan was to drive down Monday morning, get down there, middle of the afternoon, maybe go around Disney Springs for a little bit. So that was our original plan. But of course, the weather thought differently than we did. We don't ever get snow like this in Georgia. Actually, well, we did last year. It's kind of been an anomaly in the past couple of years. So we thought we should play it safe and maybe not have icy roads coming down on Monday. We'll still get there in plenty of time because we decided if we had gone and tried to do all of the driving tomorrow, we might not have made it in time. And of course, we can't have that. So everything's looking pretty good so far. The plan was simple. Stop off in Lake City for a night and continue the rest of the way to Flamingo Crossings Village on Monday. Despite it being cold and wet, it surprisingly didn't result in too many hiccups on the journey. In fact, we weren't even out of Georgia before the snow just stopped existing altogether. So we're down a little further, just past Albany, and the snow is gone. Like, there's not a whole lot of snow left on the ground. And according to our navigational readout, it is up to 37 degrees at almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's warming up a little bit, the snow is gone, it's just gray. The weather continued to improve as we crossed into Florida, and finally made our stop in Lake City. After spending the night and getting well rested, we packed up and headed back out, now even closer to our destination. Good morning, everybody. We are back on the road, leaving Lake City, Florida. We have approximately 2 hours and 5 minutes to Walt Disney World, whereupon we will probably check into another hotel, then go somewhere to eat, drink, and be merry. It is a sunny 42 degrees, and temperature is climbing because all the clouds have gone away. They don't call it sunny Florida for nothing. Even though it was under 50 degrees, the sun beaming down made you almost forget it. And the rest of the journey was a breeze. Devoid of traffic and weather delays, we finally pulled into FCV, where coincidence decided to show up in the most interesting way. Alright. Here we are, Flamingo Crossings.
In 400 feet, turn right onto Sugar Bell Drive.
I'm gonna turn her off. We know.
Turn right onto Sugar Bell Drive.
We know! Thank you. There's a hotel here, there's hotels here, and then our hotel is there. So we just checked into our room, and Dad has just informed me that this is the very same room that we stayed in when they came to get me after my first program. Right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Ooh, it is way dark. I always find it interesting that hotels or places like this, they always seem to find a really clever spot to hide the most important feature of a lamp. That's the switch. This is the very same room we stayed in when they came to get me last time, and here we're dropping me off this time, and it's the very same room. This is funny. But yeah, so we're here, we're checked in, and now we're gonna go have some fun somewhere. You know where we're going yet? We don't have any park tickets, but there's plenty to do on Disney property without going to the parks. Our afternoon of fun kicked off by heading to the monorail loop and hanging out around the monorail resorts that border the Magic Kingdom, with our first stop being at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. That's new. They were building that the last time I was here.
Yeah.
They had it all roped off, everything, all the fences up and the signs and everything. Actually looks really, really pretty. I definitely do not have enough money to even dream about coming here. So Mom has got herself a take-home present for one of our friends back home. So now I think we're done looking at all the expensive stuff that we can't afford. So we're going to head back on to the monorail. Our next stop was to the gates of Magic Kingdom itself. This was a necessary stop because while we weren't going into the park, it was where we planned to embark on a boat into the Wilderness Lodge. But as we walked up to the gates of the park, we noticed a lack of decorations that were literally there yesterday, according to Dad. Yeah?
All this is still decorated.
Today, all the Christmas is gone. Now, in any normal circumstances, we'd be going this way. But we're not. We're going this way. So that's where we're going. Disney's Wilderness Lodge. However, while waiting for the boat, we were met with some obstructions. So we've had a slight hiccup in our plan. Well, not really a hiccup, it's just more of a delay. We're waiting on the boat to arrive, and so I asked the security guy, I said, when's the next boat? He said, I don't know. So we're just gonna sit here and wait for a little bit while the boat arrives. Because it's a boat, it's not like on a set time schedule like the monorails or everything else, so yeah. So another hang up, apparently there is no boat going to Wilderness Lodge because they are redoing the dock at the Wilderness Lodge Resort. So we can't take a boat there, we can only drive there. So we gotta go to a bus. I'm really glad I asked because they let us through, said, are you going to the campgrounds? I said, yes, of course. I didn't think anything of it. But then I asked the person right before we got on the boat, is this going to Wilderness Lodge or Fort Wilderness? He said Fort Wilderness. Like, oh. I'm really glad I asked before we got on a boat that we didn't need to get on. Now we just gotta figure out which bus it is. We ate at Whispering Canyon Cafe at Wilderness Lodge. I didn't get much footage of it due to it being obnoxious and loud, but it was a lovely time nonetheless. So we went to eat at Wilderness Lodge Resort, and it was delicious. Frankly, I didn't film a lot because it was loud and we were too busy eating. We had a grand old time once we got there. Wilderness Lodge, of course, is absolutely beautiful, and I hope to do more things there on my second DCP trip. Now we're back at the Magic Kingdom. There's a whole lot of people trying to get in after 5 o'clock. It's like 7:30 in the evening right now. There's a ton of people trying to get in, but only a few people trying to get out, like we are. So, this should be a very short wait for the monorail. The monorail took us to the Polynesian Village Resort where we saw a pleasant surprise. Just disembarked here at the Polynesian. It's still Christmas here. Everywhere else they've got all the Christmas stuff taken down, but no, they still got Christmas stuff up here. That's really cool. We stopped off here at the Kona Cafe. We'll get ourselves some dessert of the Ohana variety. That's not Ohana, but still dessert. So this will be good. This is the famous Ohana pineapple bread pudding. As a rule, we don't like bread pudding. Anywhere else, we don't like it. We'll ever like it. But here, at Walt Disney World, in the Polynesian Village Resort, we love it. I don't know what it is, but without fail, we love this bread pudding. Tomorrow, bright and early at 10:30 in the morning, have move-in. After move-in, that begins my second Disney College program. Please do stay tuned on the channel, and of course, have a magical Disney day.
Worlds collide and hearts unite with stories we all know. Every smile, a spark of light, a tale we'll always share. Magic in the air tonight, it's everywhere.